We're in the kitchen now. As you see, the walls are stripped of tiles, and the lady will tell us in a moment what happened to the tiles. The floor's been stripped. Maybe there's a story there. I don't know what that's all about. What happened with these tiles? Why have they taken them off?
Because I rang the housing. They didn't want to do nothing in my kitchen, but due to I rang them, and I said to them the tiles fall at the top of my feet, and I was fed up. Besides, the carpet as well fall on the top of my feet. So they decided to put me a new kitchen. But I was in the last day. I wasn't even on the list. Now I haven't got anybody else as well to help me in the house. There is dump all over the place. I've got emphysema. My daughter, she can't sleep in the bedroom because it's full of damp. The walls are cracking, and the officer, he told me, "Oh, that's easy to paint." I said, "No, it's not easy to paint. That's cracks in the wall, and I haven't got a man to help me."
So you live here alone with your daughter?
Yes.
And she's what age, your daughter?
16.
So she's just still at school, left school?
Yes, she just left school.
Just left school.
She's in a college, she's my carer, she's like a carer for me. She takes me in the bath, she helps me to wash, she helps me do a lot of things, do the shopping. When my husband was alive, it was different. Himself, he used to do bits and pieces, handyman. Now he's not here anymore, my husband, my son, so somebody else got to do something in the house. Obviously they don't expect an incapacity lady to be there with crutches painting the walls.
You've got emphysema, you say. Now,
yes.
Obviously when this wall is done, obviously creates a lot of dust.
Yes, you get
They didn't suggest moving you out whilst they did the work because of your...
No, they don't suggest to get out while they're doing the work.
How about the floor? Are they putting a new floor covering down?
Well, they're going to covering them, but I told them the floor I had here was my husband who paid for it. Because when I was pregnant of my son, the floor went burn because the fan assistance fall on the top of my other cooker. We had to bought a new cooker because the housing didn't take any responsibility about it. So they put a new fan, yes, but the cooker broke. The floor, they didn't put a new floor. It had to be us paying £489. So there was one floor on the top of the other, and I was pregnant of my son before I was...
This is the housing department. This isn't the trust. This is the housing department, isn't it?
The housing department.
And how many years you lived here?
Since 1990, since we've been built.
So you came in when they were brand spanking new?
Yes.
When they were there, did they look nice and all think, oh, this is good?
And that's the place they done the interviews to all the
right.
You know, the residents here.
So your husband's deceased, so you're a widow?
Yes,
and living here with one
my husband
daughter.
and my son passed away, both of them.
And your son passed away?
Yes. And I'm here living with my daughter. And it's quite difficult. She's a carer for me, you know, but they're going to give me...
Does she get paid to be a carer for you?
No.
Do you get any financial assistance as a carer?
No. You
obviously receive...
Now, all I've got is my widow pension, which is, I'm going to be honest, £719, but...
What's that, per month?
A month. A week, we only got £67 for food, electricity, and to pay for her college, whatever she needs. And then I have to...
But why don't used to be, the system used to be that people, young people, 16 to 18, they would be paid to go to Highlands. That doesn't happen anymore.
No. Only if she leaves the island to go to England. They will give a grant, but end of the day they don't give it.
But this is a young person training for a job, or what sort of course is she doing?
Well, she wants to do a photographer.
Right.
But
so it's an arts course she's doing, an arts course?
Yeah, and at the moment as well, the teacher gonna try to find an experienced job in a museum because she wants to be an archaeologist as well.
But that actually costs you money to send her to Highlands.
Oh well,
you've got to pay.
I paid. Yes,
you've got to pay.
I have to ask people to change me checks, and then end of the month they put in the bank and they take it. But when they go and take it end of the month, there is nothing left.
So you've got 700 and something pounds.
£19.
How much is the rent here?
Well, they pay from income support, the social security. It pays them nearly £900.
So
it's 200 something like that. It used to be 217, and now They put a bit the money up for the rent, but I think now they're going down and up and down, up and down. I never know what they do. One time,
Does income support pay all the rent, or you have to pay some rent?
Yeah, but the rest of the money, what is left, is £67. That's what they give.
At the end of the week, you've got £67 to live on.
Yes,
After
but now they're
everything's
going to take a bit money because on October the 6th they're going to put a little bit money, only a little bit, for my widow pension, because it used to be at £800, and they cut that off. They only put me in 700 now, £19. But now they're going to put only a few pounds up in widow pension, maybe about 700, says maybe another 5 or 10 pounds.
How did you?
But once they put that, the rent goes up and they take it from the income support, a few pounds.
What sort of work did your husband do?
My husband was an incapacity gentleman.
Was it?
Incapacitated. He died with the ankylosing spondylitis, which is affected him but the hospital made a mistake, and the doctors, because they said he was hyperventilator and it was too late. They left it from April. He complained he had pains in his chest, so they're supposed to call him to send him to Southampton. They didn't.
When did he die? How many years ago?
Well, in 2000, my son passed away in 2006, my husband 2008, one after the other. And what they done, I could take the case forward to court, but what's the point? Compensations don't bring my husband back. Besides, as well, it's going to give me too much trouble, because the thing is, they wasn't careful. One thing they done in the hospital, they lied to me, even the pathologists, they all together. My husband had a thrombosis in his knee when he had a operation, and they didn't tell my husband. I find out through the doctors. They also didn't tell me he had blood clots in his heart. Pathologist told me another thing.
What did he work before he became ill?
Well, he used to do part-time because he was a long-term incapacity in Begans. In Begans.
And Begans.
But then they had to stop him because he was getting worse and worse.
And how many years have you been ill? How many years have you been ill?
A widow.
How many years have you been ill with your emphysema?
Oh, since 2008, a bit further. Yes, I had a thrombosis.
Do you know what the cause of the emphysema is? Do you know why?
Well, I used to smoke as well.
Right.
And my father as well had that, and that comes from family. And I've got fibromyalgia. But I gave up smoking, praise God. I never smoke inside the house, on the balcony and the window. But I gave up smoking, praise God. But I always had asthma as well anyway. So, and the damp, I tell you, I believe it affects more my husband's chest.
When it's cold in the winter, it's warm today, but in the winter...
it's very bad.
Is it?
I don't know what floor they're going to put me here.
How do you pay for the heating here? Is it centralised? You have to pay your own heating?
I have to pay now.
You have your own
They put new heaters there, I have to pay.
Right. And are these new electricity heaters, are they?
Yes.
Did they have gas in these buildings? Is this one of the ones that were changed from gas?
Yeah, that's one thing. They always trying to do a trick with me, because I knew there was gas there, and they damaged my carpet, my insurance had to pay. There was tubes leaking underneath. My husband was always right. So once they told me there was gas, another ones told me there wasn't gas, but how come I was paying gas in my rent?
So they've taken the floor up, but they're not offering to put it, you've got to pay for it to go back down again, have you, the floor?
No, the floor they're gonna
replace.
Before I had to pay.
Right.
They never put it back when the things broke.
Right.
Was my husband.
But this time they will replace it.
Well, this time they're gonna put they took me that thing off. Because it was nice and warm. My husband paid $489. It was nice and warm for my bones and knees. And now I don't know what they're going to put here if it's nice and warm. I asked if they could put...
Do other people in this block of flats, do they have similar problems? Is it?
The lady next door, I think she's complaining as well about damp and things. All we have is well in this place is spiders all over the place. It's insects, preferred as well, and that plants over there outside. It's dirt downstairs. It's disgusting. I mean.
The entrance hall is a bit shabby looking. Does anybody look after it? Does they have a caretaker?
Oh, I told them to do it, to cut as well the chubby plants, because it's no good, because it comes, and they don't care about it.
They don't. Nobody. Who's supposed to do it?
It's supposed to be the housing.
And
one of the guys used to be a Santaniera. I think he's still a Santaniera. I don't care anyway.
Right.
Oh well. There you go. So, you know, I think, and I think as well, you know, in the island, it changed a lot from years ago. It's not anymore what it used to be.
Well, you were born here. You were born, where were you born?
In Africa, but this place, this island gave me
How many years you lived
accommodation.
in Jersey? How many years you lived
Well, since my 18-year-old, I'm 46, I'm 47 now, 46.
30 years, no, no.
Yeah.
30 years.
So end of the day, where I've been, where I live, that's where is my country now.
Exactly.
Even
And your daughter's Jersey born?
Exactly, she's Jersey born.
Okay.
And my husband is English, and his father live here, and my son English, and my mother-in-law Jersey, and his grandmother is from New Jersey. So, you know,
Okay. Well,
so I gotta respect the rules of the island.
when are they going to finish these alterations? Do you know they're going to finish these?
Well, they hope to finish on Thursday. Would you mind if I just... Can you just put the tea there for mommy, please, in a cup? Sorry, baby. Oh dear. And yes, you know what I think? Mr. Stursively, he's got to come back to the, you know, Parliament, and it would be good, Mr. Nicholas as well, you know, to shake.
It needs shaking up.
To shake it in the island, because you know they're taking from the poor to give it to the rich up there. You know what I told them before? I'm sorry, I'm not going to be rude. I don't want to be rude. But you see, I said to them, should I go on Stone Hill and leg over? That's not necessary, Mrs. Dickinson. I said to them when they told me, you know, it's too many doctors getting paid. I said, that's why my husband passed away. And my son, because it's two left people you pay. It's more money you put in your pockets. You know?
Okay.
Well, you know, sometimes they think we're a bit dopey. We're not well up there. That's what they think in the social security. I'm a bit crazy because they're all talking, you know. They're trying to be nice with me. That's
When
what
you
they
deal
tell
with
me,
social
Mr.
security, do they
Tourist.
come and see you here, or do you have to go and see them?
No, I'll go and see them, but sometimes now some people go for me because they know I do problems up there. I'm a troublemaker.
But you have some difficulty walking.
Well, yes, well, that's what I said. If they're nice with me, I'm nice with them.
Notice outside the steps coming up are very... Do you have to use that entrance, or is there another entrance you can use?
I have to use that entrance.
And is that difficult?
Yes, it is. Because I fall over the steps already.
You have fallen on the steps?
Yeah, I've been in in the hospital. My sister saw it and my mother, yes.
Okay, let's have that cup of tea.